What can you expect when you create a roster stacked with superstars? Occasionally, you get to see a real synergy of talent and flashes of greatness.
The Arsenal toward the firebox in hope of a kill. All in one position, and Guardian makes it just Nitro to find the flash! And Nico fittingly gets the last kill as FaZe dominate New York in 2017 in the Barclays Center all the way through this tournament.
Now and then, you see dominant personalities clash.
When he first moved here, I mean, I knew what to expect. You know, I knew him and Adren wouldn't get along very well. I knew, you know, it would probably be like a ticking time bomb, and only a matter of time until it exploded. Where Simple made it either him or Adren, and obviously, as we can see now, that was what it was.
And once in a while, the parts work together so well that long-standing rivalries turn into unstoppable friendships.
This is what peak League of Legends looks like, and it comes from Europe!
But sometimes, what sounds good in theory doesn't take form in practice. Sometimes what you end up with is so hilariously bad that it compels you both to laugh and cry.
We just wanted to win a series so badly. We just wanted to make ourselves proud. We wanted to make the fans proud.
And for League of Legends fans, that's exactly what Delta Fox was.
Shifter goes down! Boy is surely going to fall, but the Nexus falls first, and with that Baron call, with the split push, Delta Fox lose the series!
In the most tragic fashion available.
We just did everything right, and then we didn't.
Now, if you've never watched a League of Legends Challenger Series game in your life, don't feel bad. Very few people did. Challenger was a promotion-based system where up-and-coming league rosters and talent would try to make their names and hopefully earn entry into the highest tiers of regional competition. However, in spite of Challenger's intent to launch the game's next generation of stars, it struggled to regularly capture even the most devout League fans' attention. But that changed in June of 2017, when Echo Fox surprisingly announced the revival of its wayward sibling team, Delta Fox. Now, to OG League of Legends fans, Delta Fox's new roster provided an overdose of nostalgia. It was a ragtag outfit made up of former pro players that had gone on to become some of the game's most successful streamers. It was a goddamn meme super team. In the top lane, you had Marcus Dyrus Hill, a decorated TSM legend whose love for pillows was eclipsed only by his hatred for CLG.
As far as I know, the only NA team that I'm worried about is Cloud9. The rest are non-existent, especially CLG.
Joining him was William Scara Lee, a jack-of-all-trades content creator with a heart of gold filling in as the team's jungler.
I'm gonna try to juke him. I'm gonna fake flash. I'm literally gonna flash and see if I can bait his flash. Oh god, okay, I got it.
And then there was Jodat Voyboy Esfahani, a slick, big-brained mid-lane veteran known for adding insult to injury.
See ya, nerds!
Then, of course, in AD carry was Michael I'm a Cutie Pie Santana, a prehistoric-looking goofball known for his self-replicating locks and unmatched love for League of Legends.
I love League of Legends! I love League of Legends!
And last but not least, there was Danny Shifter Lee, High Elo League's favorite food aficionado. He'd be stepping in to play support, and occasionally the recorder.
Watch out.
At first, the community's reaction to this streaming super team was mostly positive, and Delta Fox's combined star power was enough to generate some serious hype around the often overlooked challenger scene.
A lot of people were super excited when it was announced, like, oh, Delta Fox is coming back. Like, oh my god, Void, Cutie, Shifter, Dyrus, Scar, the boys, the squad, like, they're gonna rock it. They're gonna get first place in Challenger Series. They're gonna make it to LCS. Like, this is the dream.
Now, obviously this looked like a clever publicity stunt on the part of Echo Fox, but the organization claimed there was genuine belief that the team could succeed.
The end goal always is to try to win. That, I mean, if you're competing, this is not a joke. Challenger Series to me is not something that isn't taken seriously.
So you had a team of mechanically skilled and experienced stars of Yesterleague banding under the banner of a reputable esports organization. What could possibly go wrong? Well, for starters, Delta Fox was made up of 3 natural mid laners, but with Voyboy calling dibs on that role, Skara and Shifter were given the difficult task of learning how to play jungle and support. On top of that obvious hurdle, Delta Fox may have been good individually in solo queue, but they lacked the coordination that comes from playing together regularly as a team. And it showed.
Seems to be working out for Big God's Jackals specifically in these early game plays.
Look at the player here, they're on boards though, someone's gonna land hook too.
Oh, well, they're hooking Shifter, so Delta Fox trying to respond with a play of their own. The Hemoplague and the Explosive Cast go up, but Bayana's already picked up a kill on Shifter. Voyboy tanging through the tower, he has to use the Penguin Pull. Skara's gonna flash into the wall, not be able to get away from that one. Now here comes Peek and Woof. Dyrus has used that teleport. Is he able to pick up any more than just a kill onto Sir T? It looks like no, he gets flayed, he gets taken down by Bayana. Yeah, they're being kind of corralled by Chris and Peek and Woof. Peek and Woof's a little bit on the backside here, but Chris continuing to chase down, pops the Dominus, still has that available. The Tiamat's gonna be there, able to pick up a kill, double kill, now picks up this 1v3, turns into a 2v4 as now Dyrus comes in. Finally, because he gets CC'd, he goes down. The Challenger Gatekeeper flashing his skills here.
1 versus 3, and here comes more. Don't need to flash this time. Play into hook, and the Cutie Pie can't do anything. 1v3, where's the team? Cutie Pie calls in his chat.
Looks like the Delta Fox are going to be forced out of their own base, taken down by Big God's Jackals. They're going to take a 2-0 here over their opponents.
27-minute game 2. Well played to Big God's Jackals. The game 2 absolutely convincing. Smashed from start to finish. Some good team fights to boot as well. GG 2-0 still. Sadly for Delta Fox, no game wins at all, and this is one of their easier opponents, the 4th place team.
While Delta Fox are full of veteran LCS players with strong mechanical abilities, they're struggling to find wins against any of the organized challenger squads here in the split.
Now, that would have been easily corrected had they implemented a regular practice schedule, but bafflingly, they were encouraged not to.
We were just like 5 streamers that were at the last second asked to play together and compete in Challenger Series, and we all wanted to do our best, wanted to have fun with it. But at the very least, I thought that we'd be able to practice. But after we did like 1 scrim block on stream, we were actually told that we weren't allowed to stream any of our scrims again because apparently we like got too many viewers combined or something like that. It was like a really weird thing. The only way we could ever practice after we were told that was if we all completely changed our stream schedules and practiced for like, you know, big blocks off stream. And we did it a few times, but like it was hard to do it consistently compared to like these teams that were literally practicing, you know, 12 hours a day together and like living in gaming houses and stuff.
The team was at a crossroads. On one hand, they could all take time away from their lucrative streaming careers and reinvest it in a robust scrim schedule that would enable them to be more competitive. On the other, they could continue raking in money on stream and taking their weekly challenger whoopings like grown-ass men. I'm sure you can imagine which option they chose.
Pre-6 dives in the game, and he is in a bad spot.
Here it comes, a quick stun there, a follow-up stun, and Dandy sinks his fangs in for first blood.
Ugh, it's clinical, too easy.
A few moments later.
And Shifter was too far away to really make that. Teleports back in,
teleports back, but he's right there still. Another stun, another slice and dice, and Dandy gets 2 kills for the price of 1. He knows he was dead at that point. I guess he figures he can't get away. A flash away from him. Cutie Pie dodged out on the arrow, but he gets knocked back in by the seismic shove. Zazel is in the area just to support his Voyboy. Teleports into that fight, tries to get something done. The hero's entrance is there. A teleport back from Licorice. He wants to join the fray, get a kill for himself. Wants to give it over to Deftly. An assist picked up. Delta Fox now just beating away kills 9-2 in favor of E United.
Shifter going down as well very quickly, and after that, there's no hope for Delta Fox to win that fight. There's no smite to contest this Baron, but it looks like they might want to fight anyways.
They're trying to get some kills down to clean this one up, though. Cutie Pie dashes backwards and trying to cut this out. Dyrus is still in the front line, but they brought that onto Skara and Cutie Pie. Has to try to flash away. There's no one else from his team to try to help him whatsoever. Double kill secured by Licorice. 4-3-3 at another point, so that will transition those early advantages into something for him, as now Licorice might be caught out here. The flag and drag goes down, but Cutie Pie and Skara both flash out immediately as soon as they see that hero's engine's landing down. Delta Fox looking for a fight, but Voyboy being locked up in the backline. He was exhausted. He's trying to survive, but he's going to wind up going down. Definitely picks up the first kill from that one. Dandy's going to wind up blocking down on the Shifter. And even though they started the fight on the Licorice, he's going to be the one that helps to finish it as a double kill goes over to the Baron.
Now, that's not to say that the Delta Fox squad wasn't trying or didn't want to succeed. After all, they were naturally competitive. So regularly taking L's against motivated and well-practiced opposition became a grating source of frustration.
Every game we play, like, we enjoy it a lot, but I'm not gonna lie, like, it's really frustrating, like, getting some advantages in some of these games and then just kind of throwing or like eventually getting smashed, because we really want to win. Like, we're all super motivated to do well for the fans, and like there's so much riding on our backs, and we hate letting everyone down. So these losses definitely hurt.
I want to win and have the community like rally up behind us, like, oh yeah, dude, Delta Fox, dude, Shifter, Darius, Cutie, Scar Void, you know, they're popping off and stuff, and I just want everyone to have fun with it. And I guess like to have fun with it, you just have to win, which is like totally understandable. I totally get it, but yeah, it just feels bad because we really do want to do it for the fans.
But unfortunately for Delta Fox, getting smacked down week after week in Challenger led to a lot of the community turning on them.
The biggest thing I didn't realize is actually all the like flame. Actually, it really takes me back because I'm getting flame now more than when I like underperformed on Dignitas when I was the mid laner.
With the mounting pressure to win a series resting on their rusty, unpracticed shoulders, Delta Fox continued to fall further behind in the standings.
Bard, oh, and not able to be grounded. They're not done yet. They're not done yet. Here comes the curtain call. Omar God trying to get the knockup. He's super fed and picks up yet another kill. Absolute Zero does absolutely nothing for Scara except get himself caught under the tower. Tuesday now joining the fight. He says, today is my day, Dyrus. You come back here. Down he goes, and Tuesday picks that one up, and Cutie Pie and Scara limp away.
Now he's in a position to potentially wrap around gang on this bot lane of CLG Academy, who don't really seem to know at all where he is.
All right, way to go, Scar. He is able to go over the wall. Flashes up, does knock up Phil, forces a heal and a flash from the bot lane of CounterLogic Gaming Academy, but now the damage is getting turned around. Scar does not have flash.
Cutie.
Ignite going down. Cutie taking tower shot, forced to flash away, and now Shifter is all alone in front. He does not have flash, and he's going to be in a lot of trouble. Zag's going to pick this one up. First blood heading on over to CounterLogic Gaming Academy.
Pushing down this mid lane now, a little bit of a 1-3-1.
Oh.
Zag gets ulted out.
Zag does get caught out. Flash forward into a hook, and Phil is able to foretell the future. Gets a nice hook. Fallen Bandit with a slicing maelstrom. Boy goes up and does kill up Fallen Bandit. Everyone's still alive on Delta Fox. Never mind. There goes Tuesday. He's popping off 1, 2, 3 kills heading on over to the side of CLG Academy. It's a double kill. Cutie Pie, the last one on the menu, able to use the blast comb to get out of trouble, but Tuesday gonna tumble. No, Cutie Pie, the pie goes down. He tastes delicious, and it's an ace heading on over to the side of CLG Academy.
For Delta Fox, the end of the 2017 summer split simply couldn't have come quick enough. Despite their best efforts, they finished in dead last with an 0-10 record, winning only 3 games of the 23 they played in total.
Quite a few of our matches, we won games. We popped off in plenty of them. We just never 2-0'd or 2-1 to team. It was always like 1-1 or 1-2 or sometimes 0-2. I mean, I think with a little more practice, we would have been able to actually do a lot better. Probably not win Challenger Series, of course, compared to the other teams that were grinding hard every day, but I'm sure we would have at least taken a few extra matches and made the fans a little bit prouder and ourselves a little bit prouder in the process.
I feel like even though we went 0-10, we did take a couple of games off of what you would say with the better challenger teams, and I honestly think that itself, losing to us without any practice, is pretty embarrassing for them. I think it's kind of the middle ground between failure and success.
And even though Delta Fox's overall performance left a lot to be desired, and they came under a lot of fire from fans, not everyone saw their adventure as a total disaster.
In no way do I look at the time there in Challenger with Delta Fox as having been a failure this year. I think what we've accomplished is we've had great players re-engage with League and with the desire to compete at a high level. And the record may not show it, but I have to think that across the board, it has reignited their competitive fire.
For the players, however, the writing was on the wall as far as Delta Fox was concerned. They had a blast reliving their competitive pasts, but it was time to refocus on their streaming careers.
That team was just for the one split. If we had won the Challenger Series or something like that and earned an LCS spot, then I guess maybe there would have been some talks, but I think everyone kind of understood we were just going to try our best and try and make the best of the the opportunity and the time that we were given.
Whether it was a publicity stunt or a bona fide attempt at making the meme super team work, Delta Fox's catastrophic run was the storyline that the challenger scene desperately needed. And while we only got to see this hilariously painful journey for one split, their entertaining struggle did teach us one important lesson. That no matter how much experience you have, how talented you are, or how much weight your name might carry, if you're not practicing as a team, you're probably not gonna win. But that's okay, because sometimes winning isn't everything.
We managed to have fun with it in our own way. Like, there was some games where we would just spell out bans. Like, we'd ban like pizza by banning the champions that start with the letter P, I, Z, Z, A, for example. Like, we did a bunch of silly stuff like that. So we definitely still had a good time with it, even though we weren't competitively successful as a team. So I think at the end of the day, that's like what we remember the most, and what we get to keep in our hearts.
Let's go! Dude, that's how we do it, man. That's why we fucking lost every single game until Delta Fox.
Did I say failed? It failed to capture? However, in spite of Challenger's intent to launch the game's next generation of stars, it failed... Fuck me. Next generation of stars, it failed to... Oh my god. Okay, last time I'm getting this, then we're done. Fuck this line.
Right, no worries.
Fuck this line. Fuck League of Legends, alright? Fuck everything that has to do with either of them. However, in spite of Challenger's intent, I just can't fuck, this line is kicking my ass, dude. Alright, hold on, we got this. All right,
not a fun one.
It's rough out here, bro. It's rough out here. All right. I can't hit my shots today. This is bad.